I want more apartments in this town. I want more density. I want the missing middle. But a lot of people are against it because of parking and traffic. So we tell them, okay, well, we can have buses, but buses, they follow a fixed line, and Windsor's pretty spread apart. So there's this town, Wilson, North Carolina, similar population size, similar population density, and they replaced their buses with a minivan fleet, a public Uber. It picks you up, drops you off. Along the way, it might pick up other people, and that could reduce the total amount of cars on the road. So when Wilson, North Carolina implemented this, their ridership went up around 2 to 3 times. This is infrastructure. It promotes development. Let's say a developer, you probably know some apartment developers, they want to build some apartments. They have to secure the land for the building itself, but also they have to secure the land for the parking spaces. And that's extra money out of their pocket. You still need a car to get around Windsor. You can't really change that right now. But with microtransit, you don't have to own that car, which means you don't have to build as many parking spaces. That lowers the cost of development. Same logic applies to businesses. We've all seen that strip mall. Most of the strip mall is just parking spaces. A business has to secure enough parking spots to meet the legally mandated parking minimum. That's extra money, raises the cost of doing business. We have a public Uber type system. The car bringing someone to that business isn't parking. It's driving somewhere else, completing more rides. We got a minute left, okay. Lower cost of business means more business growth, which could mean more tax revenue for this town. And finally, let's talk about the individual. We don't need to own a car to get around Windsor. That means we're gonna have more money that we would be otherwise spending on buying it, maintaining it, paying for insurance for something that really it sits somewhere doing nothing for most of the day. We can spend that money instead on goods and services, which again means more tax revenue for the town. Some of us were at the Betagumbo hearing a few weeks ago. Half the complaints were about parking and traffic. They're against that because of the parking and traffic. I would imagine that if we implemented this infrastructure, it would probably help get the missing middle agenda through. Thank you.
Thank you. The second person that signed up this evening was Larry Roche.